Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the OPC Day Finland 2016. It's very good to see a good number of people here again in this yearly event that we've been hosting for a long time. And I'm very happy that we are this year hosting this event at Beckhoff. They are providing us a very nice place for the event, and it seems that we have a full house, so I'm very happy to see you, everyone here again. I'll start with a traditional introduction, going through the history of our events. First we check the history, then we can talk about the future. So we had already a long history of OPC events here in Finland. It seems we kind of started the whole happenings in Europe, in the world almost, although OPC Foundation started the specification work in 90s, but we started then talking about it in Finland in beginning of this century. We had first an OPC roadshow already 2002, and then 2003 we had a half-a-day seminar in Helsinki at the Soft Simple seminar session. But then we started the real OPC Day events in 2005, and we've been holding those every year since then, except for 3 years we joined forces together with the MES Forum, and we had a joint event, OPC and MES Days. And all these events are held by the Finnish Society of Automation, which we also have to thank for enabling these kind of neutral events where we can talk about the technology. We can have some sponsors to make this happen, but in general this is a very neutral playground. After we doing this event for several years, Stefan mainly got this idea as well to start hosting similar events in Europe, and that's been going on already from 2011 as well, and I've been happy to assist with that as well. Stefan has also been arranging some national events in different countries in Europe every now and then, but the OPC Day Europe has been a big success as well. That's typically in Germany, Switzerland, Netherlands, countries like that. Typically in those events we have 150 to 250 people, and here we typically have the 70 to 120 people, so I think we are doing quite well typically in Finland. Then we also had these North American seminar tours now for 2 years. The second part for this year is still coming. The first part was in September, and OPC Foundation is also hosting trade shows or having booths at different trade shows every year. At the same time, the OPC standard has been progressing. The first version was published in 2007, a bit after we started the events. I'm not sure if we had the impact to get that finished, but actually that was the initial reason why we started the events. We wanted to talk about OPC UA already 10 years ago. And the specification work has been going on. Today we are at version 103, and it's also been taken to the IEC standardization and edition 2, which reflects the version 102 of the OPC UA version, is already also taken to the IEC standardization. So today we are very happy to have honored guests from OPC Foundation and other experts from the field. But the first keynote is from Mikko Uskoski, the host of Beckhoff Finland. And after that, Stefan will give his keynote about the OPC Foundation viewpoint to the IoT world. The whole idea for today is to talk about how do we get to the IoT platform economy with OPC UA. But that platform economy is explained more by Heikki Ailisto after the first coffee break. And then we go talking about different information models, and Miriam Schleipen from Fraunhofer will start explaining about the combination of OPC UA and automation ML. And after that we have the lunch, which will be happening here at the lobby. And after the lunch, I think we have a lot of energy to listen much more technical presentations. Nikolaus will talk about the OPC UA for Vexby, which is a new work going to start for information modeling here in Finland and in Germany. And then we have Matthias talk about the technical update, the current status of OPC UA standard, also about the new PubSub model. And then Pasi Ahonen from PTT is also invited to talk about OPC UA security testing. Then we have the afternoon coffee, and after that we get Erik Barnstedt from Microsoft to talk about the Microsoft vision of OPC UA and how that relates to Azure especially. And the rest of the day we have talks from different sponsors that are enabling this event. I'm starting it myself, but then Matthias will talk about unified automation view, and then we have a presentation from Kepware, Metricon, and finally Beckhoff, the host, can wrap it all up by Apu Vuoristo by giving a hands-on demonstration how things will go in practice. And today we are not going to the details of the OPC UA technology except for Matthias' technical update. If you're really interested to learn all about OPC UA, you can consider the workshop that we are hosting at Process OPC later in November. That's a 3-day workshop, and the first day is going to the introduction to the technical details and so on. But other than that, I'm very happy to welcome you all here, and I'm glad to thank all the sponsors that make this happen every year. Without them, we wouldn't be able to make this. Also, Finnish Society of Automation is playing a big role here, and it's a joint effort to do these events. And please take a look at the exhibition that's happening on the side here. The sponsors are here showing what they have for OPC UA, and since they are enabling this event, take the opportunity to discuss about their offerings as well. And all the material for the talks will be recorded. We have a video recorder here going on, and the material will be published in the internet later on, and you will get links to the material. You will get the videos and the PDFs of the presentations. And at the end of the day, we have a short closing discussion, but after each talk, we can have a couple of questions as well to handle that. But I think we are ready to start the first keynote by Stefan. If Stefan is ready.